Good morning, guys. I'm so glad you guys are able to join me for today's lesson. Today is Thursday, April 30th, 2020. And as always, before we begin our lesson, we say thank you and we show our appreciation to our friends and family. Today we're going to do Module 4, Lesson 26 in our math, and our objective is model decomposition of 9 using fingers, linking cubes, and number bonds, which simply means that we're going to make number 9 using different methods, like we're going to use fingers to make number 9. We're also going to show you with linking cubes or counters and our number bonds. And the materials you'll be needing for today's lesson, as always, you'll need something to write on. You can have some loose leaf paper or notebook. You need something to write with. You will need your math book, and you'll need your number bond chart, and you'll need some sort of materials, but make sure you have 9 pieces of it. So the application problem goes, for the application problem, I need you to listen first. So let's not get our materials yet, but let's listen to the application problem. It says, it is laundry day. We have 9 extra socks. Some are green and rest are blue. Draw the set of green socks and a set of blue socks. Make a number bond to help you to go along with your picture. So in this problem set, I'll read it again and then we will do it together. It is laundry day. We have 9 extra socks. Some are green and rest are blue. Draw the set of green socks and draw the set of blue socks. Make a number bond to help tell about your picture. So the application problem didn't tell you how many red socks, how many green socks and how many blue socks do you have. So I will do my application problem, and you can draw a picture of the socks in your notebook or on your dry erase board. It doesn't matter how many red how many blue or how many green socks, as long as you have 9 socks all together. So the way I did it, you can pause the video and draw the picture and then play the video again. So I didn't have blue socks, so I chose green. You don't have to do, you don't have to follow the color the way the story is telling you. You don't even have to draw the socks. You can draw small circles to represent the socks. So I had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green socks, and instead of blue I chose red, so I have 4 blue socks. So I have 5 green and 4 blue. The next part of the application problem is make a number bond to help tell about your picture. So I will draw a number bond to match my picture, and you will draw your number bond matching your picture. Remember, the number of green socks and blue socks, it does not have to match mine. So first I'll draw my number bond, and I know this is the whole and these are the 2 parts. So the story said we have 9 extra socks. So that means my whole is 9, because that's what we have all together. Now I have 5 green socks, just like the way I counted. So these 5 green socks represents right here by the 5. How many, in my problem set, how many red socks do I have? That's correct. I have 4 red socks. So 5 green socks and 4 red socks makes 9 socks all together. So let's get to our lesson, and at this time please put your materials aside and let's do a problem together. It says Jason has 9 counters. Some of his counters are red and blue. Can you draw a picture of Jason's 9 counters and show me 9 with your fingers? So first I'm going to draw some red counters and draw some blue counters. So let's see how many red and how many blue. So I believe I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue counters. I have 5 blue counters, and I have 4 red counters. So Jason have 9 counters altogether, and he drew 5 blue and he drew 4 red. Now we have to show 9 with our fingers. I have my hands, however I have to take one of the finger off, because remember, I know that I have to make 9 fingers, right? So we're just going to pretend that this red is deleted, right? So now let's count how many fingers am I holding up. And please show me 9 with your fingers as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these blue lines represent how many fingers am I holding up. I have 9 fingers. I counted from 1 all the way up to 9. Remember, you can another way to count is counting on. Since I already know that I have 5 fingers in one hand, I could just count 6, 7, 8, 9. I can just use count on method to count on from 5 all the way up to 9. So at this time, you're still not having your materials. I want you to pay attention to the next 2 slides, and it's going to show you different numbers, multiple ways to make number 9. It doesn't have to be just 5 and 4. There are other ways you can make 9, and we're going to see what it looks like. So let's look at the first line, which is right here. Right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have 1. So that means that 8 and 1 makes 9. Or in a number sentence, we say 8 plus 1 equals 9. I have 8 red counters and 1 blue counters. When we are doing this, please pay attention to see if there is any pattern that you notice in the counters that we are doing. So the next line is this line right here. So let's count how many red counters do I have now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I have 1 and 2. So from the first one, you can see you have 1 counter. You have 8 counters, and then in the second line it became 7. So 1 counters from here turned blue. So you have 1 blue on the first one, and in the second line you only have 7 red. However, the number of blue counters increased, which means that the number sentence that goes with this one is 7 plus 2 equals 9. Remember, we're still finding how many ways we can find the number 9. And these are, we can make 8 plus 1, we can make 7 plus 2. Let's look at this line here. Over here, we notice that we have 3 blue counters and 6 red counters. Can someone tell me what my number sentence would look like? Remember, we have 9 altogether, but we have 6 red and 3 blue. You can call out to know that, you can call out the answer. That's great. It is correct. We have 6 plus 3 equals 9. So the last line over here for this slide is, we have, remember the pattern, we have 8, we have 7, then we have 6. This means we have 5. We have 5 red and 4 blue. So we already know 5 plus 4 equals 9. Let's go to the next slide, and this time we're noticing that we have 3 red and 6 blue. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 blue and 3 red, which means our number sentence is 3 plus 6 equals 9. For the next, second to the last line, we have 2 red and 7 blue. So the number sentence that goes with it is 2 plus 7 equals 9. 2 plus 7 equals 9. As you can see from the previous slide and this slide, the number of red counters are going down by 1 counter, and the number of blue counters are going up or increasing by 1 counter. So the last one is 1 plus 8 equals 9, which means we have 1 red counter and 8 blue counters. That gives us 9. So from this slide and from the previous slide and this, we noticed that we made so many different ways to make number 9. So now let's get started with our problem set. So the problem set for today is, first thing first, remember we always put our name and we have to put the today's date. And this problem set is for the students who have math book. So I'm going to write 4-30-2020. Please remember to submit both pages when you submit your work, and you have to make sure you have name and date on both of the sheets, so that way I know who the work belongs to. Because if I do not know who the work belongs to, I won't be able to give you credit. And also, please make sure you submit the work on time. Let's read the story. It said, this square represents the cube sticks. Draw a line from the cube sticks to the matching number bonds. Fill in the number bond that is incomplete. So we have to look at the cubes first. We have some gray and some white. So let's look at the first one. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, so the first one is 9 cubes altogether. One of the easiest to look at is look at the small number first. So I know I have 2 is one of my part. So let's go over here in all the number bonds to see which one of them has 2, because we know all of the whole is going to be 9. So if we look at the number 9, it won't make sense for us because all the number bonds in both pages have 9 as whole. So this one has 2, which means one of the part have to be 2. So I see that this number bond has one of the parts as 2. Now let's count all the gray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know the parts to make 9 as a whole in this number bond is 7 and 2. 7 and 2 makes 9. So I'm just going to connect the line. So the problem sets like this, which has one of the parts missing, you have to look at the first part first. It says number 8. So you have to find the cubes that has 8 gray on it or 8 white on it. And once you find it, you will connect that and you'll fill in the missing part that is either gray or white. I want you to do this one, this one, this one from one page, and these 3 from the other page by yourself. Remember, over here on this page, it doesn't show you how many cubes are there. So on your book, you have to draw the cubes to match your number bond. You can shade some with your pencil or you can color them in with your crayon. It's up to you. So let's move on to the next one, and this is for the students who does not have a math book. Again, you do not have to draw the cubes like this. You can just draw circles and you have to say yes or no in this case. So I'm going to start writing today's date and my name on it. It says, do the squares below represents the cube sticks. Do the linking cube sticks matches the number bond? Circle yes or no. So on the first 3 problems, you are just telling me whether it's matching the number bond. So I see I have one gray shaded here, which is one part right here, and I have 8 blank. So let's count to see if there are 8 cubes that are blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know 8. I have 8 blank and 1 shaded. 8 and 1 makes 9. So that way the number bond matches the picture. So I'm going to circle yes. So the children with no math book, please make sure you copy the cubes and copy the number bonds to write down to see if your number bond matches the cubes. If it doesn't match, you circle no. If it matches, then you circle yes. So for this page, it goes is make the number bonds to match your cube sticks. So you look at the cube sticks. Let's do one together. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 as all together. Let's see how many gray I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will have 4 gray. So I'll write 4 gray here. And let's see how many blank or white cubes do I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 white cubes. So I know that 4 and 5 gives me 9. So for the rest of them, for this page, you have to match in, not match, but you have to make sure you write the number bond that matches your picture. Before we go to shout outs, please make sure that you are doing iReady 30 minutes a day for ELA and 30 minutes a day for math. And as you at this time, you guys your parents probably got in a text message regarding our grading and recording all the work. So please make sure you're submitting all the work daily. And please make sure you do the iReady because everything is going to get graded. And I want to be able to give you guys credits for your hard work. So please submit them on time. And last but not least, I have to give shout outs to Conscious. And the reason being is he submits his work. He is very consistent with math and ELA and foundation. So I see Conscious is improving. So good job, Conscious. Until well, it's time for me to say bye for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in, and look out for any announcements or anything that we are doing for upcoming weeks. See you tomorrow. Bye.